Every year, for the past decade, there have been over 6 million reported car crashes. Of those car crashes, 50% cause serious injuries, 33% cause serious permanent injuries, and sometimes may even result in death. About 40,000 people die each year from those reported car crashes. Now, many things could have caused these crashes: distractions, drinking, car malfunctions, and much more. But at all the time, it isn't even the driver's being or vehicle that caused the crash. It's Mother Nature. Yes, that's right. A lot of crashes also happen because of the bad weather conditions. Now this could mean rain, snow, fog, or really anything that makes seeing clearly a problem for the driver. These can seem harmless in reality, but bad weather conditions are one of the top causes of accidents in the US today. Snow being at the top of this list is the most dangerous of all. This is because though it is relatively light and weak, when it builds up on the ground, its cold temperature makes ice on the roadways, causing you to lose tire traction and collide with another car or building. Also, similar to fog, if there's a lot of it, it's next to impossible to see at least 10 feet in front of you, causing you not knowing what will be coming up in the next half second, which is not nearly enough time to react before you crash. This can also be the same for rain, believe it or not, even though it is transparent. Rain is especially dangerous to drive in because if there's enough, it could act the same as ice and your wheels could lose traction and skid. So all drivers have to be more cautious than any other thing when driving in these bad conditions, because it's one of the most dangerous things that can happen, and you just can't control it. Now, just because it's not the driver that caused the rain or snow, that doesn't mean he or she is not responsible for getting in a collision. You still have to pay attention and use your driving habits and be a lot more cautious and safe in these conditions so you don't hurt anybody. Although it may be tedious and difficult, there are ways that you can avoid endangering yourself and others in these bad weather conditions. The first thing you should do is always drive slower. As you go slower, you allow for better tire traction and reaction time if something unexpected happens. It may be annoying and it will obviously take longer to get to your destination, but it comes at a very good cost. You gotta keep your life. The next thing you should do is pay attention to all of your zones. In bad weather conditions, not only you are at risk of losing control, but also all other drivers around you. If they do, you'll have to be ready to maneuver in a way so you protect yourself from those people who do lose their control. Third, use the tools provided in your vehicle. Car manufacturers install certain tools used specifically for these purposes. One of them being your defogger, so in cold weather you can see clearly outside. Another main one would be your windshield wipers, used to wipe the rain or snow off your windshield. In heavy storms, these are crucial to see through your windshield. Number 4. Turn on your headlights. You should always have these on regardless, but make sure you especially have them on when driving in bad conditions. This way, drivers can see you coming and you can see other drivers coming, so you both have time to react correctly and make it safe for everybody. And finally, if you can, just try and avoid driving in these conditions. Obviously, if you're driving, you're trying to get to a certain destination, but if it can wait, just don't drive. Even if you plan to follow the previous tips, it can still be just as dangerous. So just if you can, avoid driving in these conditions. Bad weather conditions will probably still be one of the top reasons for accidents for a long time, and there's no changing that, because most people are careless and think that bad weather conditions are just no big deal and are harmless. But little do they realize it could be the difference between life and death. Unlike them, hopefully, we should all know better.